Today, we will be discussing the spell Contingency. Contingency is a level 6 abjuration spell, primarily used by wizards. The casting time for this spell is 10 minutes. The range at which you can cast the spell is Self. The components required to cast the spell are verbal, which means you speak the spell, somatic, which means you use hand gestures to cast the spell, and material, a gem-encrusted statuette of yourself worth 1,500 gold pieces. The duration of this spell is 10 days. You choose a level 5 or lower spell that requires an action to cast and that targets you. When casting the spell, you use both spell slots for the spell you want to cast, i.e. your contingency spell, as well as the contingency spell itself. However, the contingency spell cast does not trigger immediately, but will only trigger when you describe the trigger to the DM, such as casting a water-breathing contingency spell when you are engulfed by liquid at any point in time. The contingent spell will trigger whether you want it to or not if the requirements are met. You may only use one contingency spell at a time. Now, contingency is a very strange one, and level 5 plus having to use a 1,500 gold piece statuette to cast the spell can be pretty expensive if you are describing certain triggers for the contingent spell to happen and they don't actually come to fruition. Now, this can be used in very creative ways that you kind of have to think outside of the box for, but it's 2 spell slots being used, and depending on which spell slot you want to use, casting a spell at level 5, I mean, wizards get a lot of spells, let's be real here, but that is still pretty pricey to use this for something that is very niche. However, please do tell me how you would use this to your advantage.